really, really good judo we're treated with.
Coming up next, the first of bronze medal contests in the under 70 kilo category. Lara CVJETKO of Croatia goes up against Lynn of Switzerland. It will be CVJETKO in the white judogi, FOHOUO in blue, and this is how the two athletes got here.
Well, Lara. Oh.
Sorry, the referee in the middle of this one is Nicholas Zaltashvili of Georgia.
Well, we have a final that's between two very different styles, I have to say. You know, Lara CVJETKO of Croatia, she's a top-ranked fighter, actually #1 ranked in this tournament. And her opponent, Lynn from Switzerland, is, I don't want to say predictable, but so far she has shown that she has a very linear game, whereas CVJETKO, she's more dynamic, and she's more about dominating the fight with a high grip and make the opponent react in certain ways that she wants. Like right away, like here, she already got the high grip with the left hand, and that forces FOHOUO down into the turtle position. And it was just the first 5 seconds. So FOHOUO, you know, she has a very linear game, which means, you know, she's not really, doesn't really show a big variety of techniques, but she's able to go the distance. That's one of her main strength. If she doesn't get caught, she's able to defend well. But here, that is a yuko. And FOHOUO has to be really careful of CVJETKO's left arm over the back, because that's what's going to really make her reactive. And can you see it? CVJETKO gets the sleeve, cross grip, passes through the lapel, and then goes around the back. So it's CVJETKO. And she's very good at controlling that sleeve on the right hand of her opponent. CVJETKO lost to Tamazova earlier in the quarterfinal.
She had to battle through the repechage, I think. I'm not sure who it was that she was. Well, can have a look. That's why you've got the laptop here. So we'll look and see where the repechage was. It was Tsunoda. Tsunoda of Spain.
Whereas FOHOUO lost in the semifinal against Ozbas of Hungary. CVJETKO is leading with a Wazari, despite the fact that she has a single penalty. And now she gets that arm again. And FOHOUO doesn't really feel comfortable in that situation. So CVJETKO has a game plan, and she's executing that game plan consistently, and that is to get her opponent's right hand, control the sleeve, and then come across with her left arm either over the upper back or mid back. And so far, FOHOUO has not found a real effective solution to that.
Just wondering how much of Simin is in FOHOUO. I mean, similarities. Just take your time. You know, she will build, construct something, find a way past the defense, and eventually, you know, come up with a solution.
Well, that was a nice attempt at Hisaguruma. from FOHOUO near the edge. I think now she started to be more active. Maybe she figured out her opponent's game a little bit better.
She really wants to stay away from the edge of the competition area. That kind of break only suits CVJETKO. Once you've worked hard to get your grips, you don't want to wander off the competition area and have the referee calling mate every time, which is, it's like a magnet
Right.
on CVJETKO's back. It just drags her to that edge because that's where she's comfortable. Doesn't want to be in the middle where you're gripped up, which will then provide FOHOUO with the opportunities to try something.
Exactly. Good call on that. And it's like a pattern throughout the whole match. See, again, they're out of bounds.
And in this next exchange, let's see who goes towards the edge. Yeah,
yes.
well, it's two steps to the right for CVJETKO. So without any...
Oh, nice. Sasai Tsukumiyashi attempt.
Yeah.
Really almost caught CVJETKO for a score.
And she was about to get caught because she relaxed.
Right.
Well, it depends where the action began.
And that's wow, live referee feed.
That's a score, but it depends where the action began.
Well, they were still inside.
No, I don't think she starts that until they're out of the competition area. Oh, there you go. So it's already been decided that action starts within the competition area as far as they're concerned. Therefore, you can give a score because there's no doubt she's landing on the scoring part of the body.
Right.
It's just whether it began in the competition area or not. And it was exactly what we're talking about. If you're going to play with the edge, then you're going to get burned.
Right, right. And I think that she still had 1 foot in when she started the whole chain of movement.
The chain.
Yes. And I think third or fourth movement was the leg blocking, you know, the foot blocking the ankle for the Sasai Tsukumiyashi, but he never stopped from the first movement. And I think that's what they were looking at.
Yeah, and if we're connecting them all together and saying they're all part of that chain, the last part of it was the Tsurikomiyashi, which was then responsible for bringing CVJETKO down. We then saw on the landing that it was the scoring part of the body, so then you have to give a score.
And, you know, that's FOHOUO's strength. Like I said, if she doesn't get thrown for a big score and she can stay in the game, she's very linear and she can continue and perhaps, you know, surprise the opponent.
I mean, how many times does he have to call mate here? It's just this constant, you know, drift or almost a rush towards the edge of the competition.
And again, here we go, out of bound. I think they need to really, both of them need to change up their game plan and try to stay in the center a little bit longer than 5 seconds.
This is like, you know, watching two cadets. When it comes to the edge of the competition area, they're always wandering off. Got to find a way to stay in there.
And I think this match is probably an extreme example of the new rule, which is more lenient on stepping out.
Yeah, yeah.
And here we go, one more time. Playing near the edge, back and forth. At least they still got their feet inside.
Judo. Tako Lara, navlači na sebe.
And again, out of bound. You know, I'll be interested to see if like they can give like a number of times which a player can step out of bound before, you know, a penalty hits them. I mean, that might be something, you know, experimental to think about.
I think we've probably got the right kind of rule to cover that.
Oh, okay. Is that continuous action? Well, they've given Nippon And I think if that started from inside and there was no stopping, I guess why not? And indeed, it is Ippon. And the bronze medal goes to April Lynn for FOHOUO, Switzerland.
And both of the scores had something to do with the edge of the competition area.
Yes.
And I would say to Lara CVJETKO, you don't need to do that. That's not anywhere a tactic that is worthy of someone of the quality of your judo, and it's perfectly possible that you would not have given up 2 scores if you weren't wandering, around the competition area. This one starts way inside anyway.
Right.
So we're kind of okay with that. It just so happened that it finished a long way out. But I still think it's a valid comment about just too much edge play.
Yes.
In that particular contest.
I agree. This is like, if I have to think about a edge situation that's excessively, displayed, I would just think of this match. But at least, they finished with a Ippon at the end.
Yeah.